And then you drop your right knee down. Palms are still on the mat. And then you lift up. Lift your face up. Look. And then with control, take your hands up to the ceiling and you bend back. Keep pushing your front knee to the front. And keep pushing to the hand to the back. Plant your hands and come to downward facing dog. Push your heels to the ground. Push your hips up to the ceiling. Come to the plank, slowly, 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 with control. This high plank. High plank, first you drop your knees, then your chest and your chin. So lift your hips up very high. Keep pushing your hips very high. Untuck your toes, slide into cobra. Cobra doesn't put all the weight on this hand, so your knees, the elbow should be bent a bit. And you keep pushing your waist and chest forward. Back to down facing dog. Transition into the front, so take your first your right feet forward. So with control, wherever it lands, it should land in between your palms. If it doesn't, then lift it and bullet. Get your good grip here, and then bring your left feet into the front. Bend forward. Hands to the side, come up. That's half Surya Namaskar. Let's go to the left side. 1. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathing left feet back, 4.5 feet. At least plant your palms by the side of your right toes. Take the knees down. And then look forward. Once you are here, with control, take your hands up and take the hands back. Keep breathing here. Keep pushing your hips down and knee forward. Plant your hands, down facing dog. Take off your dog and take your heels to the mat. Plank, upper high plank. Knees, chest and chin down, hips lifted, Ashtanga Namaskar. Slide forward, cobra. Your shoulders should be away from your ears, so open your chest, take your neck up. Down facing dog. Left feet forward in between your palms. Right feet forward in between your palms. Palms by the side of your toes, knees may be bent. Up. 3. Bend back. Forward fold. Right knee back. Right knee down. Take a few breaths here. Lift up, hands up. Take a hand behind. Open the chest to the ceiling. Keep your knees, push your knees front and the left foot back. Hips down. Plant your hands, down facing dog. Put your heels to the mat. Grab your breath here. Right feet come forward. Plant your hands. Left feet come forward. Plant your hands. Hands up. Take a last one on the left side. Hands up. Forward fold. Left feet go back. Left knee down. Open the chest. Shine your head chest to the front. Hands up, take it back. Namaskar on the back. Keep pushing your chest to see the ceiling. The head to the back of the room. Plant your hand down facing dog. Plank. High plank. Astanga Namaskar. Ardha Mukha. Down facing dog. Left feet come forward in between your palms. Right feet come forward in between your palms. Palms by your toes. Hands by the side. Come up, back. Now put your hands forward. Tadasana. Get your breath back. Breath back. Close your eyes. Enjoy the sensation. Take your breath back. Two, three, four, five. Now take your left feet 3.5 feet back. So we get to pyramid pose. So this pyramid pose is 3.5 feet. Both the knees are straight, facing forward. Take your hand by the side. Either you hold your elbows by the side behind. If this is your practice, then take it behind. If you think you can open the chest more and you can take Namaskar at the back, try to do that. Both of them got the same significance. Palms, the elbow is making easier, and palms makes it difficult. Then look forward, push your weight at the front and the back evenly. Look up, and then you gradually bend forward and take your knees to the nose, nose to the knees. Keep stretching your back and then take it down. Stretching your back and down. Let go of any resistance. Transition into your pose. Once you land here, once you get your breathe right, then you see with every breath, you can take it 1 more millimeter down. Keep pushing your weight in the back feet. Don't dump everything in the front. That makes it easier and even. Enjoy this pose. This is pyramid. Then you take your gaze to the front of your toes. It gets a little bit easier. People who are doing Namaskar at the back, try to put the palms together. So don't let your palms open up. Now 2 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let your hands, put both the hands by your front toe. And then push your back feet further, feet and half back. We come to low lunge. We come to low lunge. Your knees are just underneath your heels and your back feet is straight, back knee is straight. Try to push as much as you can to get a very straight line of the back feet. Heel is lifted. Keep lifting your heels and then go back and forth. Back and forth. This gives you a little more flexibility and gradually you transition into the right low lunge. Now come back to center. Come back exactly to the stationary position, palms on both the sides. Now we will take it twisted. Twist on the right side. So lift your right hand up and look towards your right. Back knee straight, back toes lifted, back heel is lifted. And then keep your hips down. Keep taking hips down. Then open your chest. Look toward the ceiling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your palms back. Take your knee down. Put your knee down. And then we straighten our front feet straight. Straighten your front feet. Front knee. Put the hands by your right toes. Straighten your knees. And then enjoy. And then you lift your toes. Lift your right toe up into the ceiling. Take your nose to the knees. Stay here for a few breaths. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gradually come back, transition back to your low lunge, knees up, and this time you take both the hands inside and you take your right feet out. Now we can decide to be here. Think that no, yes, this is easy. Then you take your right elbow down. So this is the lizard pose, half lizard, full lizard, whichever position works for you guys. But keep pushing your hips down. So that's it. Keep pushing your hips down. Take your elbow down. Either take only the left one today, right one today. If this is getting too difficult or easy, you can lift your left knee of the mat. Whatever works for you. Actually, this is also good enough. As long as you have it, you're pushing your hips down and bringing it closer to the mat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And with control transition, take your feet back into extended tabletops. Extended tabletop. And then come to high plank. We come to Ashtanga Namaskara. Get a balance right. Slide it open. Back, down facing dog. Dog right. Get your alignment right. Take a breath. Now this time, take your left feet 3.5 feet forward. And let's gradually transition to standing position. And then again, we will do the pyramid on the left side. Either you grab your elbows at the back of you, or you take your namaskar at the back. This, I have done namaskars, I do the same thing. Again, when you come to namaskar at the back, get your alignment right, get your with control, bend forward, transition to pyramid. Every breath, you extend your chest forward And then breathe out, you take your nose to the knees. Both knees are straight. Your back knee tend to soft, so make it straight, and all of a sudden you find you get stability on your pose. More breath here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release your hands, both hands by your toes. Then either take your front knee forward or back knee back, whichever. You get to 4.5 feet. Low lunge. Knees are lifted. Back and forth. Pulse a bit. Release any tension. This position. Keep it twist. This time my left hand lifts up. Left hand lifts up. Take my left chest facing the left wall. Keep lifting. Keep lifting your knees. Keep lifting your back heel. And once you're here, twist and take your left hand from top of to the right and open your chest to the ceiling. Your back feet is very firmly planted. Stay here and then keep twisting. 2, 3. Enjoy this pose. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take both the arms down, drop your knees, and then once you drop your knees, take both the palms inside, and then with control, you come to your lizard or high lizard, low lizard, half lizard, whatever works for you. The trick is to take your hips down and try to take the thigh as low as possible to the mat. It can happen by this, or you can take only right elbow down with deeper stretch. You can take the left elbow down. Enjoy this pose. 2, 4, 5, 6. Surrender. Let go of any tension. Don't hold back. Release. Make your hips heavier so they come down. 8, 9, 10. Palms back, close to your counter. Again, your counter poses. You take both hands by the, put your toe in the middle, and then stretch your toe, stretch your knee, straighten your front knee, and then the palm is still down. Once you straighten your knee, gradually lift your toes, then keep your toes to come towards your face. Your heel is kind of pushing to the front of the wall, imaginary wall, pushing your hips back. Let go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Gradually put your knees down, toes down. Now take both the hands again in. You get to Malasana. So Malasana is Indian squat. Both the palms firmly planted in the middle of the mat. My left toe is 45 degrees facing towards the corner, and then I'm going to lift my back feet and with control, pushing my weight on my palms and bring it closer, and then come to my Indian squat. Both the knees are, then can come here. You stay here. Push your elbow inside. Take your thumbs close to your chest. Push your knees from your elbow forward. You can sway from one side to other. Release anything. You can widen your stance if that works. Whichever, try to take your heels down. If the heel doesn't come down, put a towel. You should be in a position to first go slow. That's why we use elbow to push against the knee and thumb close to the chest so that the chest lifts up. Keep enjoying, keep pushing, take a little bit of weight on your hips. Every time we do these poses, we release anything that we are holding either on our shoulders, on our chest, on our knees. And as soon as you release it, you find that there's a transition of your weight to your hips. And as you go to the hips, it gets a little bit easier. Then look up. With this position, you keep looking up to the ceiling. And then take a cat. Cow. Cat. Cow. Cat. Now, release your hands and take your left hands outside to your left side. And then take your shoulders to push against your left knee. And extend your right hand to the ceiling. So twist towards your right. Keep twisting. 3, 4, 5. Come back. On the other side, again back to Namaskar. This time take your right hand outside and then lift your left hand up. Shine your chest towards your left side and then enjoy. Let go any pressure on your hips. Twist a bit more. Back to the center. With control, you drop your hips down. Drop your hips down. And then take your toes next to each other. Just do a windshield to release any tension that get built in on our creases. Windshield pose. Let it go. Then take this time, the book, Baddha Konasana to release. Anything what we are doing now is just to release all the tension that we have built in our knees and in our hips. Aligning ourselves back. Now again, we will take this stacked feet position. Triangle in the front. So take your left feet at the back, underneath, and right toes come on the top of my left knees. And I would like to make this dangle a bit. Rather than coming right on the knees, I want this to a little bit dangle outside. Then move your hips, get a good grounding. Again, sit here. That is what the practice. Keep lifting your chest up. Enjoy this pose. If your practice is to bend forward, first you take your hand, palms down, lean forward, trying to reduce the gap between my knees and my toes. Chest open. Be here. But take your intention to take your knees and take your chin to the mat, chin to the ground in the front. It will happen slowly. So first you can be here and then you will see a deep stretch on your lower hips. Breathing normally, breathing deeply. When you start breathing deeply and you stretch your hands up, you find that you bring in a little bit of flexibility. No compromise on our lower back, no compromise on our shoulders. Shoulders are very relaxed. Everything that is happening is on my hips, on my left side. No pressure on my knees. Keep deep breathing. Deep breathing. Transition slowly and gently. After a while, you can see that you can actually take your elbow down to the mat. Wherever you are, just take a few breaths. Come back with control. Now we'll get into our boat pose today. So that's our new pose today. So boat pose is simple. First we do easy boat pose. Release your feet together. And then sit tight. And take your hands underneath your thighs. If your boat pose is your practice, then keep doing it. Otherwise, stay tall and you lift. Keep using your hand on your thigh and under your thighs and lift your chest up. This is your practice. Stay here. Keep focusing at one point. Keep focusing at one point. Open your chest. This is more of a balance now because we are holding our thighs from your hand, kind of sticking ourselves into our tailbone. If it is in a practice, you can lift your feet up, but keep focusing at one point. If it is in a practice, lift your hands up, but otherwise this is equally fine. Keep focusing on one point. 2, 3. Lift your chest up, so don't dump your weight on your lower back. It is a pose where your body is on your tailbone. 3, 4, 5. Now again, cross your legs. Now we will get back to our book pose. The second side of our forward fold position. This time my left feet is down and right toe is on the top of my left knee. I like this position, this pose very much. It's very simple, but at the same time it gives pretty much every part of my hips right up to my toes. Sit tight, stay tall. See, can you take your heels outside your knee? So instead of dumping your toes on your knees, take your heels outside your knees. You can sit here. It's easy. Then lean forward a bit. Plant your palms in the front. Keep pushing your knees down. Your left knee down on the right knee down on the left foot. One should not get any hurt on your knees. So this pose is not about the knee, this pose is about your hip. Then you walk your hands further. Find your knee becomes easier and when you start stretching your hip further up, further. Your back should not slump, the back is straight. Reminder of this pose, this is actually a hip pose, not your back or shoulder pose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good, and come back. Again, take your legs out. Do the boat pose again. Counter, same thing. Open your chest. This time the board push should be easy. Keep focusing on one point. Take your palms and hold your inner thigh underneath. Open your chest. First pose is to take it straight. First you take your heels and your knees at the same line. Opening your chest. Keep focusing in one point. Open your chest. This is number 1. Number 2 is you keep lifting your toes up. That's number 2. Keep lifting straight. That's number 3. And this is number 4. Gradually come back. Get back on your back. Slowly, with control. Back on your back. Your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Let go of anything that is built on your hips. Side to side position. Try to take your tailbone to the mat. Massage on the tailbone. Good. Then today we will do a little bit of our core. So hands by the side of your hips. Lift your feet up. And take your wherever it goes, but knees have to be straight. I'm going to put my hands underneath my hips to protect my lower back. 90 degrees. If you know about the strength, can remove the hand from your back. 90 degrees. Forward. Bring it to 45. Stretching. Stretching. Back to 90. Take it to the left side. Bring it forward. Up. Go to the right side. Forward. Front 45 degrees. Up. By keeping your hand underneath your hip, you're protecting your lower back. People with the lower back problem like me need to have this hand to help assist us to take this leg sideways, left. Oh. Right. Front. Front. And drop it down. Now we will take a bridge poses. We can do, bring your knees, lift your knees up to the ceiling, heels too close to your hips, your butt. You can see, can you touch your heels from your fingers? That is it, then you have reached your right position. Then with control, you lift your hips up. Clasp your hands underneath your hips. Take your shoulders underneath your body. And now see, can you take your chest to the chin? Then you know that you have reached to the extreme of it, not the chin to the chest. Chin is there, and then you lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. Can you take your chest to the chin? And once you are, enjoy this pose. Your weight is on your shoulders and on your feet. Your weight is not on your core. Core is just so that the core can extend a bit further. 2, 3, 4. Let it take it back. Then tailbone back to the mat. Rub it up, rub it, release it. If wheel is in your practice, then I suggest you go on the wheel. If wheel is not in your practice, then you do at least one more of bridge. And anybody wants to do the wheel, I can simply show. Hands go straight, palm facing up, and bend it towards, and then take your palms next to your ears, thumbs coming close to the ears, and the palm is on the mat. All the fingers are on the mat, all arms on the mat, bringing my feet close to my hips. And with control, like the bridge pose, we lifted our hip up. With control, hip up, then I push some weight on my hand, and then gradually lift my shoulders up, and then go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. If you have done the bridge, come back, and then immediately take your knees to the chest at the counter. Side to side. Do Muktasana. First you get ready. First you put your left feet on the ground, right knee bent, and hold this right knee on underneath the knee. Keep pushing my left feet to the front, my knees on the ground, and then I keep pulling my right knee close to my shoulders. Keep dumping my hips down, specifically the left hip down, left shin down. Keep breathing and pulling this right knee close to your chest. And then you lift your head, nose to the knees. Keep pulling. 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend your leg. Right leg extended. Left leg bends. Knees to the chest. Pushing the right feet to an imaginary wall in the front. Taking the shin down, taking the hips down. Once you get this solid grounding on my right feet, then only I'll pull my left feet close to my chest. Keep pushing an imaginary wall in the front. Lift your head. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back. Now you need to do an inversion of your choice. I would prefer shoulder stand. If shoulder stand is not in your practice, then you just lift your leg up and you have your 10 breath there. So if the shoulder stand in your practice, your knees are straight and you lift your leg up. You can stay here with 10 breath, or you can go really deep. Take your hand behind. Bring this here, bend your knees, and then take your hands inside, and it is kind of holding your upper back, not really the lower back. There's a tendency that your elbow will flare up, but the natural pose is that elbow comes just underneath, just to support. If this is in your practice, you do here and stay for 10 counts. If this is not in your practice, then you come back to 90 degrees. Stay here for 10 breaths. And even if you want to try this position, just take this together and then just come here. Whichever side works. And then with control, I will not do halasana today, but we will just get back. Now, happy baby pose. Happy baby. Toes forward. Breath. Keep pushing your lower back to the mat. Then you pull your toes back to your knees close to your armpit. Keep pushing your lower back. This from side to side. Come back to center. And then We have a few minutes, so we'll quickly get into our tabletop and then just do some of our exercises that we keep doing for our fingers. So come to tabletop, sit on your heels, and then with control take all your toes, all the 8 toes, open it up, even the pinky toes, to get some kind of grounding. And when you're here, cup your hands next, stretch your knees 6 inches further. Then you take your hands down. Today, again, first you show all the fingers to your knees. So all the 10 fingers towards your knees. Forearm is strong, from strength. And then with control, take it down. Keep leaning back. You have to keep pushing the palm to the mat. Otherwise, it's very easy to lift your palm up. No, keep pushing the palm to the mat. Then keep pushing the fingers to the mat. I made it today, I think, a bit easier than I normally do. You got into the pose wrong way, but still. Forward. Just see that the sensation running from your palms to your wrist, and it's coming right up to your shoulders. Your forearm is straight. 2 more. Now, just lift your thumb and your palms, and all 8 fingers are still on the mat. 8 fingers still mat, and you open up your palms to look at the front, and take your elbows slowly, slowly, slowly down. So it's kind of a finger stretch. Keep pushing the fingers, keep opening up the thumb, keep taking the elbows close to your mat. On your first finger, you can take it to your second finger, focus on the third, on the pinky, on your thumb opening up on this there, then come back, we transition back to it. This time, show your palms to the mat, and take your palms to look at the ceiling, thumbs touching to each other in the front. So that's kind of getting onto the mat, all the fingers on the mat. Then with control, again lean back. Then lean back, your elbow should be straight. And then start focusing on your fingers, push the nails to the mat. Keep pushing the nails to the mat. Keep stretching your elbow straight. Stretching your elbow, lean back a bit more, maybe like a little bit hips to the heels, maybe 1 inch less. Facing a deep stretch on your fingers because your nails are pushing against the mat. Deep stretch on your wrist. Come back. And then sideways, counter on the sideways, simple sideways. To release any tension, just swell from right to left, right to left, right to left. And then you sit on your toes. Sit on your toes. Now sit on your heels actually. Release your toes. And then you sit on your heels. Sit on your heels. So your big toes touching, your heels are open, kind of a good, then stay tall. And the first pose is very, very easy. That is to cup your hand by your hips, and then you lift your knees up. Lift your knees up, cup your hand by your hips. You can lift up as much as you want. This is your toe stretch. And once you are here, take your hand to your namaskar. This is not enough. Take your Varunasana. And then your knees are lifted, your hands are lifted. Stay on this position. lifting your Garudasana and open up. On the Garudasana other side without compromising on your knees lifted. Down. And then extend your feet. Extend your feet. Just windshield. Windshield done. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Get back on your back. And we do our twist. Final twist. Head up. Extend your body. Then take your knees up. Again, you can do really good Garudasana as the right feet on the top of the left. Both the knees are stacked against each other. You can be here, and if you have a possibility for Garudasana clasp, do that and stretched. And then you take your feet to the left side. So my right feet is on the top. That's why I'm going to the left side. And take your hands down. Right. Enjoy this pose. Take your shoulders down. And if you want this minute, put your shoulders down. You see that your knee lifts. I will use my left hand to take it down. Take a deeper stretch. 2, 3, 5. Come back. Sideways. Untangle your Garudasana. This time your left feet go on top of the right knee. Then with control, see if you can get your Garudasana clasp. Even this is fine if this is what you get. Even this is fine if this is what you get. And this is, of course, the new Garudasana position. And then take both knees to the right, shoulders down. You will hear noise coming from your back of your spine. Don't touch down, if your shoulders are lifting, take your shoulders down, use your right hand to put the knees down. Enjoy. Four, 5. Come back to center and gradually transition into your Shavasana. Extend your feet. Focus on your toes. Release any tension on your toes. Release anything that you're holding anywhere. Knees are opening up to the side. Focus on your knees. Release tension on your knees. Knees are relaxed. Your thighs, let go. The body gets heavy. You move an arch from your back. Take your shoulders to the mat, forearm to the mat. Fingers are curled up to bend. Towards your right, towards your left, your right, left. Stand your hand forward. Into your Shavasana. Let go. Nobody should be able to hear any breathing noise now. Normal breathing. Your fingers, either your toes. get your hand in the back, toes together, left side, right side, left side, stretch left side, right side, left side. And then with control, knees to your chest, rock side to side, and come towards the right side. On the pillow of the right hand, breath, come back to center, sit back on the position that you started with. The awkward position, if you had any. Mine was awkward as well because I put my left feet forward front and the right back. My extended Sukhasana. Your chin would drop. Get back. Breathing. Namaskar at the front. Closing mantras. Om Aham Sarvasya Prabhavo Mata Sarvam Prabharvate Iti Matva Bhajate Mam Bodha Bhava Samarpita Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Vrahe Vrindavanashwari Vishwabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Chaitanya Chandaya Namo Namaste. Close your eyes. Om. Shanti, Shanti. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.